Hello knitters! I brought here a piece of garter stitch, and in this video what I want to do is to compare different styles of knitting and how they perform the purl stitch. I am going to compare 4 styles. I'm going to start with the English style. I am going to show the Continental style. I am going to show you the Norwegian style and then the Portuguese style. So again, 4 styles of knitting, how you can perform the purl stitch. Okay, so let's start with the purl stitch English style. With the right hand, the knitter keeps the yarn tension on her or his right hand. Let me grab the other needle. And you are going to give tension here, insert as if to purl, wrap the yarn counterclockwise and pull it through. Again. So for me, I'm not very efficient in English style or purling this method, but what I have to do is insert the right hand needle, drop my hand from the needle, wrap it, and pull it through. Some knitters are really efficient that they can just move the index finger and get this movement done. There is another way of doing the English, or the pencil hold, they call, which you would insert as if to purl. You hold the right hand needle as a pencil, and then you wrap and pull it through. Again, there are knitters out there more efficient than I am. They can do with this index finger the movement of wrapping. The movement of wrapping and bring it through. What did I do? I'm inserting. There we go. Let me repeat that one. That was not good. Here and here. So that's the pencil hold, the same as the English style. Insert, wrap, pull it through. Okay. Let me show you the Continental style or German style. So in this case, the knitter keeps the yarn tension on her left or his index finger. And you have to bring the yarn to the front in order to purl. Insert, the way you insert the right hand needle into the stitches is the same for all styles. And that's when it comes a little bit awkward, because you have to bring the yarn to the front, insert as if to purl, wrap the yarn counterclockwise and pull it through. Again, Continental knitters are not as slow as I am, but I guess this is the movement. I also have seen Continental knitters working and the purl stitch like this. They pick up the yarn and they hold it down like this. I'm not saying there is any right or wrong. It's whatever works for you. But I'm trying to compare the styles using the average movement that the knitters use, okay? Now let's talk about the Norwegian purl. Just like the Continental knitters, the Norwegian knitters keep the yarn tension behind the work, behind the knitting. So in order to purl, they bring the right hand needle behind the working yarn, kind of making a yarn over in front. They insert as if to purl. Then they go back with this needle all the way back and bring it to front, and then go into that hole and off. Let me repeat this. Maybe my description is not perfect, but look at the movement. They put the right hand needle behind the yarn that is tensioning in the back of the work. They insert as if to purl, they go and fetch that yarn in the back, bring it to the front, and off the left hand needle. One more time, here, here, here. That's the Norwegian purl. I think it's a lot of maneuvering, but also you can be very efficient doing that. And the last one, the Portuguese, that relies in tensioning the yarn around the knitting pin. And what I want to show you is that pretty much you take all the tensioning of the yarn with your hands, because it's just using this pulley system here on my pin. And all you have to do for purling is wrap the yarn counterclockwise. You leave the yarn in place, and the tension does the work for you. Okay? So this is just a plain comparison, but I thought it would be a good idea to have all 4 ways of doing a purling stitch in the same video. You can watch it again, compare and contrast advantages and disadvantages. Okay? Keep in mind, you can also combine the methods, which has happened to a lot of my students. They prefer the way they knit, but they like the purl in Portuguese style better, so they combine. Any of those styles would be, you know, a good idea to combine knits and purls. Do whatever works for you. Again, there's no right or wrong in knitting, but there are more efficient ways of doing, and I think the Portuguese is very efficient. You can leave your opinion in the comments. If you have any questions or any other suggestions, please let me know.